think there is a lot of confusion about what does it mean to have a purpose, right? Like every masculinity coach is talking about it, right? It's like one of the pillar to be a man. You need to have a strong direction. But what does it mean? Seriously, like even me back then, I was extremely confused about that. And it took me some time to realize what it really is to be on your purpose as a man. And it came to me like this. At the time, I was working as a salesman in the company that sells renewable energy kit to the schools. And I wasn't really passionate about this, to be honest. I was a little bit, lost and confused and not knowing what I should do next. And on the side of working as a salesman, I was picking up girls like crazy, and this was my hobby. I loved it. I was so passionate about it. And I became good at it, right? After 2 years, I really became good. And that's when I was like, okay, let's try to help other guys with this. Let's see if it works. So I started to help some guys for free, gave them some boot camps, some sessions, and they got results, and I was like, oh, interesting. So I started to charge for my services, right? Got a little bit of money. And then came a point where I was like, well, I'm working as a salesman. I'm making this amount of money. That's great. But when I'm coaching my clients, I'm really enjoying. I'm feeling so much love in my heart. I'm feeling like totally free. I'm feeling like, in a strong direction. I'm on my purpose when I'm doing this. And I'm helping men raise, and grow. So I decided to let go of this sales job, which was a pretty scary move to do because I just had 5,000 euros in my bank account, so not a lot of saving. And I was not making enough money as a dating coach to sustain my life, right? So it was like either I end up in the streets or I make this work. And basically, I decided to start traveling the world as a dating coach. So I moved to Budapest at that time. And that's when I met a man that changed a lot of things for me. It was a really, really powerful encounter. He was my neighbor. So the first time I came to this apartment in Budapest, an Airbnb, right? He was smoking a joint, on the corridor, and he was just enjoying life, So we started to talk. I told him about my life, what is happening right now, and he was like, man, this is great, keep on doing this. You're doing the right thing right now, So it motivated me. I was like, yeah. Then I came to my apartment, unpacked the stuff. And the next few days we met, here and there, had a little bit of a chit chat. And then one time I came out of my apartment and there was an absolute beautiful bike, like a very, very beautiful bike in front of his door of this neighbor. I stopped and he came out of his apartment and he started to repair the bike in front of me. And then I told him like, bro, this bike is amazing. Is that yours? And he's like, no, that's my client's bike. And I'm like, oh, what do you do? And he's like, well, I'm repairing bikes. That's my business right now. And I just kind of didn't talk. I looked at him and he continued to repair the bike. And my heart opened in that moment, truly open. And I could feel that him repairing this very bike was his purpose. And, if you look at it, you could say, what kind of job is that? How much money can you make with this? But the level of attention and care he was putting, repairing this bike, would give you tears in your eyes, like tears of joy, because it was so beautiful to see him doing this with absolute love and passion, repairing a bike. And I know it sounds crazy, but it was really happening. It was unfolding in front of my eyes. And something clicked in that moment. Your purpose is connected to what your heart yearns for. Not connected to the amount of money you can make, not connected to what your parents have told you to do, not connected to the degree that you got at uni, not connected to anything else but your heart. You have to connect with what your heart yearns for. That's it. And here's the crazy thing. What your heart yearns for will change over time. And you need to surrender to that. You need to accept that as part of the game to find your purpose and fulfill it. Why am I sharing this? I'm going through this right now in this very moment in my life, And it's pretty crazy, because I've been a dating coach for 5 years and I still want to teach dating. But something needs to shift, because when I'm talking about approach anxiety, for example, I'm not feeling excited about this anymore. I was feeling excited about teaching approach anxiety 5 years ago when I was, just starting to be a coach and still, in the game, right? I was single, ready to mingle, but I'm in a relationship right now. And the last time I had to overcome approach anxiety, it was 7 years ago. It's so far away. So in a way, it's great because I have the lessons integrated in my system and I know the framework to overcome approach anxiety, right? So from this perspective, it's like, fuck, man, this is your gift. You achieve something that a lot of men would like to achieve. Go teach that as much as possible. Help as many guys as possible overcome their approach anxiety so that they can meet women and then have more dates and stuff like that. But at the same time, when I feel into this, like helping men overcome approach anxiety, there's no excitement anymore, right? I've done this. I've burned the karma of that. I don't need to perform more karma, aka action, to help guys overcome approach anxiety. And it's kind of a mind-fucking thing that is happening to me right now because I am a dating coach. I have this label, right? And I feel like I need to talk about approach anxiety, right? Because I'm a dating coach, right? If people come to me, they should learn about approach anxiety. But it doesn't excite me anymore. So why should I do it? So I've had to surrender to the fact that this is just not something that I'm going to keep on talking about. What excites me the most right now is to talk about masculinity, to talk about purpose, to talk about feeling good enough, raising your self-esteem, doing the internal work, right? Feeling more relaxed, feeling more peaceful within yourself. I'm planning to talk more about spirituality, nature, like going to nature, going camping, I might do some vlogs camping this summer. I want to do some retreats in the mountains and teach guys about masculinity, about the internal work, about some spiritual practice, yoga and stuff like that. This is what excites me. And just talking about it, I know you can feel that I'm feeling the love in my heart right now. And this is what you need to find, my brother. You need to find what lightens you up. What is the one thing like you've been maybe putting away, you've been ignoring, that really just fire your heart and makes you feel like, yeah, regardless of the money, this is what I'm going to do. Because here's the thing, let's tie this to dating a little bit because I'm a dating coach. Today, I shared to my girlfriend this struggle that I have right now about, feeling a little bit lost and realigning myself to what truly feels right. And she sent me a text and she said, regardless of what you do, I'm with you. And regardless of the amount of money you make, I'm with you. If we go broke together. And when she said this, I melted, because I was like, wow, this is my kind of woman. I know I chose the right woman to be in my life. And it also gave me the safety, like, yeah, if I go broke, I go broke and it's all good. Because, I'm going to talk maybe less about dating. So some people will be like, oh, if he's not talking about dating, then fuck him. But then it's all good. I talk about dating whenever I want to. That's it. And if people resonate, great. If people don't resonate, all good. And it needs to happen. So sure, I might lose some money as I'm going through this shift, but also I'm connecting myself to my new purpose, right? To go into this masculinity, internal work, spirituality kind of route, right? And you need to do that as well. And my belief here is that everyone in this planet has a gift. Maybe your gift is to repair fucking bikes. Or maybe it's to help guys attract a girl, Both are crazy, like what the fuck? But you have something that you are meant to be doing. And if you need help to find your purpose and to actually put it into action, I'm offering one-on-one sessions at the moment at a 30% discount. So you can click the link down below. You have all the details. If you enjoy what I'm talking about, I'm sure that this one-on-one session will be so fucking powerful. I've had many men in the past come to me for helping them find their purpose, and within one session we created a massive shift, and they were able to have the courage to shift, right? And then because we had a proper plan for my clients, they were able to start going at it and actually make it happen. And it happened many times. So make sure to click the link down below if you're into that. And if not, all good. Keep on watching my YouTube videos. I love you still. Peace, brother.